So over the last few days, last week, been burning a couple of batches a day, 2 or 3 batches a day of wood in our mass storage heater here in Estonia. This is actually a sort of 2-part stove. There's a more modern stove here built in front of the original old one. And the original old one would have originally had an opening in the front here, and now has an opening in the back in the next room. So if we heat the one at the back from the other room, it actually heats up this corner of the stove which comes into our bedroom. And this at the moment, if I feel this, is probably, I'd say it's probably around about, I don't know, a little bit cool for a shower, maybe sort of late 30s, 35 to 40 degrees centigrade approximately. That big block of brick, it's not that temperature all over, it's that temperature in that particular spot. It's cooler at the top and the bottom. That's the point at which the flames coming up the chimney, or Korsten as they call it here, gets the highest temperature on that. But that's keeping our bedroom at a nice constant 21 degrees centigrade. And to give you an idea, it was +1 outside last night, and that was enough energy to coming out of there to keep us nice and snug for the night. So in here we have the back section, which is radiating heat and creating some convection currents. The radiation won't be so great because it's obstructed. And the front one here also radiating heat, and this currently probably a little bit cooler, than the one in the bedroom, but obviously a much bigger mass, and also the mass of the stonework of the original fire here. And the flat, I think it's about 60 square meters in total. You can't really see it all. There's got the kitchen around there, another bedroom there, and the flat currently is 22 degrees, and that's being maintained yet again from that stove, just radiating the heat out. Obviously the fabric of the building is nice and warm as well, where we've been maintaining the temperature. And now that temperature will be obviously dropping a little bit during the day as this stove cools down. So I'll be doing a batch of wood, which probably put about 40 kilowatts of heat into the stove, which will be trickled out over the day. So if you divide the 40 by, say, 10 hours, it's about 4 kilowatts. And that's all guesstimates. I don't know this for fact. It's guesstimates of what I think is happening. But it won't require a constant flame. We heat the bricks up. The bricks sit in the corner and they pass the heat out. Now I'm stood at the moment probably about 7 or 8 meters from the stove, and I've got shorts on, and I can feel the warmth hitting my legs from that stove, just sort of a low temperature, and I can feel the chill behind me as my body radiates out towards the window. So it's significant, the effect. Outside at the moment is 6.3 degrees, inside at the windowsill 19.7, and sort of in the centre of the flat we have a temperature there, you won't be able to see it, 22 degrees on that thermometer, and I believe the thermometers are reasonably accurate. Got no reason to doubt them particularly. So just thought that was interesting. Very similar system to underfloor heating, using higher temperatures and a lower amount of mass, but obviously using wood burning.